Hi, Helen from crystalsandcrochet.com here, and welcome to part 6 of the Cosmic Cowl, where we will be finishing off our sunbursts and then starting to square everything up and giving the definition to these corner pieces. Okay. Round 67. We're going to join with a standing double crochet in the last stitch of any long side. In the chain 2 corner space, we're going to double crochet, chain 2 and double crochet. Let's just move everything round. Okay, so we're working along the short side now, and we're going to double crochet in the next 8 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Okay, so that leaves us 2 single crochets there. Okay, those 2 stitches we are going to skip, and then we've got a little repeat that we've got to do 19 times. Okay, so we're going to double crochet into the chain 1 space, and we're then going to back loop double crochet into the picot treble. Okay, so that's 1 repeat. So there's 2. And the repeat actually tells us into the chain 1 space and into the next stitch. Okay, so some of them will be the single crochets or the back loop singles, some of them will be the picot trebles. Okay, so that's what you're going to do, and you're going to do that 19 times. Okay, so double crochet in the chain 1 space, back loop double crochet in the next stitch 19 times, which is going to bring us round to the other side. Okay, so do that 19 times and then I will catch up with you. Okay, so we've done that 19 times, and our last stitch is the back loop double crochet made into the back loop single on that last little shell there. Okay, so now we're going to double crochet in the chain 1 space and skip the next stitch 3 times. So we're going to skip both of these picot trebles and this back loop single. Okay, so into the chain 1 space, into the chain 1 space, and into the chain 1 space. Now if your picots pop to the back, don't worry about that. As we move up and go into the next round, these will be pulled forward. Okay. Okay, we're now going to double crochet in the next chain 1 space and back loop double crochet in the next stitch 16 times. Okay, so it's only the first and last sunburst that has more stitches in. All the ones in the middle are the same. Okay, and again, as you're working your back loop stitches, work through the 3rd loop as well, and it will give you much more stability to your stitches. Okay, so what we're doing basically is starting to block all this in. So go ahead and repeat this 16 times, which will bring you round to this point where you'll make a back loop double crochet in that last back loop single. Okay, you're then going to repeat that 3 times, okay, which will bring you up to the end here, and I will join up with you again at this point. Okay, so we have repeated that twice and done the double crochet in the chain 1 spaces, skipping the 3 stitches, so we're skipping this back loop single crochet as well. And we've now got to double crochet in the chain 1 space and back loop double crochet in the next stitch 18 times. Okay, so exactly as we have been doing, double crochet in the chain 1 space and back loop double crochet in the next stitch, and do that 18 times, and I'll catch up with you again once we get round here. Okay, so 18 times, and that brings our last stitch to be a back loop double crochet in that last picot treble. We now need to make 2 double crochet in the next chain 1 space. Okay, so this is where it differs very slightly to the beginning, that we make 2 double crochet in that last chain 1 space. We're going to skip the next 2 stitches, and we're then going to double crochet in the next 8. Okay, so skip those 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Okay, so the difference when we started at this end, we started with 8 double crochet, skipped 2 stitches, and then we've made 2 double crochet 19 times. Okay, when we've come from this end, because we didn't have a double crochet in this stitch here to match in with the rest, that's why we've put 2 in here. So we have the same number, we have 19 pairs of double crochet. Okay, so we've got the same number of stitches both end, and then the 8 here. Okay, so then moving on to the long side, in our chain 2 corner we are going to double crochet, chain 2 and double crochet, and then the long side is worked in a very, very similar way. We are going to double crochet in the next 6 stitches. I'm going to skip these last 2, and then again we're going to work double crochet in the chain space, back loop double crochet in the next stitch 19 times, which will bring us round to this point. Okay, so go ahead and do that, and I'll catch up with you just before we work across the intersection between the two sunbursts. Okay, so we've worked 19 times double crochet in the chain space, back loop double crochet behind the next stitch, which brings us all the way round to this last back loop double crochet, which is made into that single there. Okay, we're now going to double crochet in the chain space, skip this stitch, double crochet in the chain space, skip this stitch. Okay, so there's one less stitch in this section than in the short side. And then our repeat for the other sunbursts is the same as before. We're skipping this stitch, don't forget, so we start in the chain one space with a double crochet and then a back loop double crochet in the next stitch. Okay, and you're going to do that 16 times. Don't forget here, you're not going to work into either of these two stitches, just into these chain spaces, and we'll come all the way along, so your last stitch will be here in between that picot treble and the back loop single, and then the same as we did for the short side, you're going to work 18 repeats of double crochet in the chain one space, back loop double in the next stitch, which will bring you to this stitch at the end, where you will then work 2 double crochet in here, skip 2 stitches and double crochet in that last 6 stitches. Okay, so I'm sure you've got that now, so you can carry on and work all the way round. And when you come right round to the beginning here, you're going to join to this standing double crochet with a slip stitch. So we're going to carry on with the same colour for the next round. Okay, and I will see you then. Round 68, we're going to chain 3, which counts as a double crochet, and then double crochet in the next stitch. Okay, and then we start on the short side. Get everything turned around. Okay, so again in the short side we're going to double crochet, chain 2 and double crochet. Okay. Okay. And then we're working along the short side first. So we're going to double crochet in the next 7 stitches. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Okay, now you will notice that your work is a little bit wobbly and floppy at the moment, and what we're about to do now is bring everything together and tighten it all up. So we're going to double crochet 4 together over those next 4 stitches. Okay, so yarn over into the first stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over and through 2. Okay, then exactly the same in the next stitch and the 3rd stitch and the 4th stitch. So we've got 4 partial double crochets, 5 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through all of those loops. Okay, now your stitch heights are going to change because we're starting to square everything up again. So we're going to half double crochet, put my teeth in, half double crochet in the next 6 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Sorry, everything's falling off. There we go. Okay, and then we're going to single crochet in the next 24. So I will join you again once I've done those 24 single crochet. So that's 24 single crochet, which takes us to the back loop double crochet made in the first picot treble of that last set of 3. Okay, so just as a little landmark for you. Okay, now we're going to half double crochet in the next 6. 3, 4, 5 and 6, and that last half double crochet will come into the back loop double made into this last stitch here. Okay, and then we're going to double crochet in the next 3 stitches. And then we're going to half double in the next 6. That's 4, 5 and 6. Okay, so you can see things are starting to flatten out and pull together a little bit more. Okay, and we are then going to single crochet in the next 20, and that is a repeat you're going to do twice. Okay, so the 6 half double, 3 double, 6 half double, 20 single, and then repeat that again. And then as we come to the other end here, again, these 3 stitches you're going to have 6 half double, these 3 are double, and then 6 half double, and then again 24 single crochet. Okay, once I've done that last 24 single crochet, I'll catch up with you again at that point. So go ahead and remember to just follow the pattern for the number of stitches that you need. It's quite a simple repeat, and I will catch up with you once we've completed the 24 single crochet at the end of this last sunburst. Okay, so we've got the first shell has 24 single crochet on it, and then the second and third have 20 single crochet, and then the fourth one again has 24 single crochet. So we are now going to half double crochet in the next 6 stitches. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay, and we're then going to double crochet 4 together over those next 4 stitches. So exactly the same as at the beginning, okay, over these 4 stitches. So that's 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, 5 loops on your hook, pull through all of them. And we are then going to double crochet in the next 7 stitches, which will take us up to the corner. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Okay, so you can see already that that's where it's pulled this in, it's making this now sit flatter and it's not wobbling around so much. Okay, so as we move into the long side, we're going to double crochet, chain 2. Sorry, that's Mr. J's got the grumps for some reason. So double crochet, chain 2, double crochet. Sorry, he makes me giggle when he has the grumps. Okay, sorry, right. Double crochet in the next 5 stitches. 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, so again we've got 2 double crochet left, and with those first 2 stitches we're going to make a double crochet 4 together. Okay, 1, 2, 3 and 4. 5 loops on your hook through all of them. Okay, and then again we're going to repeat the same thing, 6 half double crochet, 24 single, and then our repeat of 6 half double but only 2 double crochet in the middle because we've only got the 2 stitches there to work into on the long sides, so it's just 2 double crochet there, 6 half double and then 20 single. This time you're going to do that 3 times because we've got 1 extra sunburst on the long side. And then at the end you've got your half double, 2 double, sorry, 6 half double, 2 double, 6 half double, 24 single crochet around the last sunburst, 6 half double crochet, another double crochet 4 together, and then your double crochet just in those last 5 stitches. Okay, so I'm sure you've got the hang of that now, and again just use the pattern to check your stitch counts, but once you get into the swing of it, it's quite easy to remember. 24 single on the first and last sunburst, 20 on the ones in the middle. just 2 double crochet in here on the long side, whereas you've got 3 on the short side. Okay, so go ahead and finish round 68 and join to the top of the chain 3, our first, which counts as our first double crochet, fasten off and secure your ends, and I will see you for the next round. Round 69, we are going to join with a standing double crochet in the last stitch of any long side. Okay, and then in the, starting on the short side, in the chain 2 corner space, we're going to do 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. Okay, so it's 2, chain 2, and 1, 2. Okay, so that's our corner. So let's swing everything round. And pull it down a bit. Okie dokie. Okay. So we're going to double crochet in the next 12 stitches, and don't forget that very first one that can sometimes get hidden. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops, I'm coming towards the end of this ball of ivy. Sorry, I've got a knot. That's it. Right, where were we? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. The 9th stitch is going to fall into your double crochet 4 together. 10, 11 and 12. Oops, okay. So there's 12 double crochet. So they start to tip up as we start to come up over the sunburst. Okay, we're going to half double crochet in the next stitch, and we're then going to make a treble into the picot from round 65. So that's this one on the shell. Okay, so with the perfect picots, with the way that I make them, it's incredibly easy to get into the loop, basically. Okay, and you'll see that what happens is that stretches up and covers this back loop stitch up the back there. Oops, sorry, I'm losing everything here. Okay, so now we start a little repeat, and we're going to half double crochet in the next 8 stitches. So make sure that you're not skipping any stitches back here. Okay, so there's our last half double there. So into that next one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. and then again we're going to treble into this picot. And as I say, your hook will go very, very easily through if you've done them like I do with the perfect picot, because you've actually got a chain 3 loop rather than having gone into that first link and only have chain 2 to get your hook into. Okay, so we've half double crocheted in 8 and then treble into the picot, single crochet in the next 8 stitches and do that twice. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Okay, so then treble again into the picot and then single crochet in 8 again. Again, make sure that you're not skipping any stitches at all. Four, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Okay, so we've done that. The treble into the picot, 8 single crochet, we've done that twice. So then we're going to treble into the next picot. And then we are going to half double in the next 8. Whoops, hang on, split the stitch there. That's better. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Okay, so that's what the top of your sunburst is looking like. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to treble 2 together with one leg in each of the next 2 picots. Okay, so we're going to do a treble 2 together into this picot and this picot here, and it's going to pull them together. And we're also then we're skipping the next 3. So those 3 double crochets behind, we're going to skip those all together. Okay, so into the first picot, yarn over and through 2 loops twice, yarn over twice, into the next picot and through 2 loops twice, and then through all 3 loops. Okay, so that is our treble 2 together. So we're skipping the next 3 stitches, these 3 doubles, so then we start again here with half double in the next 8 stitches. Okay, so let's just pop that down and show you what that looks like. Okay, so what we've done is pulled these 2 together with those 2 trebles. Okay, so carry on like that. Keep referring to the pattern, but it's a fairly simple repeat in that you've got 8 half doubles either side and 8 singles here. Make sure you don't skip any stitches and that you treble down into each picot from your shells here from round 65, and then do your treble 2 together here and skip 3 there. Okay, and then as you come up to the end here, after you've made the treble here, you are going to half double crochet in the next stitch and then double in the next 12. Okay, and I'll catch up with you when we get to this corner. Okay, so we've come all the way along the short side. After this last treble into the picot, you've made one more half double crochet and then 12 double. The fourth one falls in the double crochet 4 together there, just as another little landmark for you. Okay, and then the long side is very much the same, except obviously we've got slightly less stitches coming up here. So the corner is going to be 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. You're then going to double crochet in the next 10 stitches, half double crochet in 1, and then start again with your trebles into your picots and your 8 half doubles and 2 lots of 8 singles. The only difference is behind the treble 2 together. On the short side you've got 3 stitches to skip, on the long side you've only got 2. Okay, but other than that it is pretty much exactly the same. Okay, so I'm sure you've got that. Again, just keep checking with the pattern just to make sure that you're getting the right repeats and the right stitch counts. But as long as everything is in place, it should be fairly easy to follow. Okay, when you get to the end and you come back to the standing double crochet, join in the back loop only. Okay, the same as we did down here, and I'll see you for the next round. Round 70. Okay, so we joined in the back loop only, so we're going to chain 3, so that counts as our first back loop double crochet and then back loop double crochet in the next 2 stitches, again remembering to pick up that 3rd loop so that you make your stitches more stable. Okay. Okay, so working around the short side now, in the chain 2 corner space we are going to do 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, 2 and 2 more double crochet, 1 and 2. Okay, and let's swing everything round. It's getting bigger, so it's getting more difficult now. Okay, there we go. Okay, so working along the short side, we're going to back loop double crochet in the next 15 stitches, and don't forget that very first one. Okay, so this area is going to match with this area down here where we've got the back loop stitches as well. Okay, so go ahead and make 15 back loop double crochet and I'll catch up with you there. 15 back loop double crochet, the last one will fall in this half double crochet before your first treble. Okay, we're going to skip this next stitch, the treble, and then we're going to half double crochet in the next 9 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So that 9th one will fall in this treble. Okay. And then we are going to, what are we going to do next? We're going to single crochet in the next 17 stitches. And then we're going to half double crochet in the next 6. So again, we're starting a little repeat. Okay, so 17 single and 6 half double, and I'll catch up with you again there. 17 single, 6 half double. That leaves us 3 stitches before our treble 2 together. Okay, so we're going to skip these 3 stitches here. We're going to chain 1 and then into our treble 2 together. We're going to picot treble, chain 1 twice. Okay, so we've done the chain 1. So there's a treble and our picot, whoops, chain 1 and then do that again. And there's, oops, the picot treble and the chain 1. Okay. And then we're going to skip the next 3 stitches. Okay, these 3 after treble 2 together. And then we're going to half double crochet in the next 6. Five and 6. So that 6th half double crochet will fall into the treble there. Okay, so your repeat is to single crochet in the 17 stitches, half double crochet in 6, and then you're going to make this little centerpiece where you skip 3, chain 1, and then treble picot chain 1 twice, skip 3 and half double crochet in 6. Okay, so you need to do that 3 times. So there's 1. Okay, so go ahead and do that twice more, and then I will catch up with you just before we finish the short side. Okay, so we've done that repeat 3 times, ending with this last 6 half double crochet. Oops, sorry, everything's sliding off the table here. Okay, so then we are going to single crochet in the next 17 stitches. So we match up with the other end. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Let me just double check that. Counted wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, I was one ahead of myself. 16 and 17. So the 17th single crochet falls in that last stitch before this treble. Okay, and then we are going to half double crochet in 9 stitches, the same as we did at the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Okay, again brings us into the stitch before this last treble. We're going to skip this treble, the same as we did the one at the beginning, and then we're going to back loop double crochet in the next 19 stitches. So your first one is that half double crochet after the treble. Okay, and you should have 15 stitches to take you up to the corner. When you get to the corner, you will again do 2 double crochet, chain 2 and 2 double crochet, and then on the long side your only difference is that your back loop double crochets, you will only do 13 rather than 15. Other than that, it's exactly the same. The little repeat in the middle, working over the sunbursts, is 17 single crochet, 6 half double crochet, skip the 3 stitches, and then make your picot trebles with the chain 1 spaces between, and again skip 3 stitches and then 6 half double again. Okay, so there we go, there's the last stitch of the short side. Okay, so go ahead, just keep checking with the pattern where you need to for your number of stitches, but you're going to do 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, 13 back loop doubles, which will bring you to this first treble here, which you skip, and you then do 9 half double crochets, and you then start your repeat, which on the long side you will do 4 times, again finishing the same way that we did this side. Okay, so carry on all the way around, and when you get right back to the beginning, join to the top of your chain 3, fasten off and secure your ends, and I will see you for the next round. Round 71. This is a fairly simple round. Again, you just need to keep your eye on the pattern to make sure that you're doing the right number of each stitch, because again it's just a mix of single, half double and double crochets. Okay, so we are going to join with a standing double crochet in the last stitch of any long side. Just a normal standing double crochet. Okay, in the chain 2 corner space, again we're 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, 2 double crochet, chain 2 and 1 and 2. to swing everything round. Okay. Okay, so as I said, a really nice, simple round, just a case of keeping your eye on the stitch counts. Okay, so we're going to double crochet in 17 stitches. 3, 4, 5, 15, 16 and 17. Okay, that takes us up to that last back loop double crochet there. Okay, then we're going to half double crochet in the next 9 stitches, and then we start a little repeat. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whoops, 7, 8 and 9. Okay, so that's the beginning of our short side. And now you've got a little repeat that you're going to do 3 times as you work over the sunbursts and these little sort of starry bits that we did in the middle here. So you're going to single crochet in the next 17 stitches, half double in the next 6, and then we've got this little area to work around. Okay, so go ahead and do 17 single and 6 half double, and I'll catch up with you there. Okay, so your 6th double crochet, half double, sorry, your 6th half double will fall in that last half double that we made in the round before. Okay, now working across this little bit, get everything in the right place. Okay, so what we are going to do here, a little bit like we did further down here, we're going to double crochet in to the chain 1 space, skip the next stitch, double crochet in the chain 1 space, skip the next stitch, and then double crochet in the next chain 1 space. Don't worry if the tops of your loops stretch slightly like they did sort of down here. We're gonna fix that on the next round, but if you can hold it together a little bit, then it will stop these top loops from stretching too much. Okay, so we're skipping the picot trebles and we're just making a double crochet in each of those chain 1 spaces. We're then going to half double in the next 6 stitches, and make sure you don't miss that very first one, because it's always a bit tricky getting into a half double crochet after a chain space. So make sure you don't miss that very first one. 4, 5 and 6. Okay, so our repeat is single crochet in 17, half double in 6, double crochet in chain 1 space, skip next stitch twice, and then double crochet in the next chain 1 space, and then half double crochet in the next 6 stitches, making sure you don't skip that first one there. Okay, go ahead and do that 3 times, and then at the end, again it's very simple, single crochet in 17, half double crochet in 9 stitches and double crochet in 17, but I will catch up with you again at the end. Okay, so we've done that repeat 3 times and then finished with 17 single, 9 half double and 17 double crochet. So those 17 double crochet start in the first back loop double crochet there. So just for you to know that you're on track and in the right place. Okay, now don't worry about this starting to curl forward. All of that will be sorted out because in the next couple of rounds we're going to be starting to fill this area in, and as we do that this will all start to lay flatter. Okay, so there is a method in my madness, I promise. Okay, so then start on the long side. Again, in the chain 2 corner space you're going to do 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. Remember there's slightly less stitches at the beginning here, so you're only going to do 15 double crochet, but then it's the same, 9 half double, and then the repeat is again 17 single crochet, 6 half double, the double crochets just in the chain 1 spaces across this little bit here, and then again 6 half double crochet. You're going to repeat it 4 times on the long side, and again don't forget that first half double there after that chain 1 space. So go ahead and work all the way round. Remember to just keep checking back with the pattern to check on stitch numbers, but I'm sure once you've come along this one side you've sort of got the repeats in your head. It's just the beginning and end of the short and long sides that are different. Okay, so once you've finished and you come all the way round to the standing double crochet, join there, fasten off and secure your ends, and I will see you for the next round. Round 72. Again, this round, once you get into the repeats, you'll be fine with it, but just keep your eye on the pattern because it does look a lot more complicated than it actually is. Okay, so we're going to join with a standing back post double crochet around the last stitch of any long side. Okay, then we start with a half double crochet, chain 2, half double crochet in the corner. Okay, let's just swing everything round. There we go. Okay. So we're going to back post double crochet around the next stitch and then front post double crochet around the next one, and we're going to do that 9 times. Okay, so back post, front post, that's 1, back post, and front post, that's 2, back and front, that's 3, four, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and let me just double check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so back post, front post, back post, front post, 9 times. Okay, then we're going to back post double crochet around the next stitch, and then we're going to front post half double and then back post half double 4 times. Okay, so front post and back post, that's 1, two, 3, 4, and then we're going to end with a front post half double. Okay, there we go, and that is around the last half double crochet that we made. Okay, so you've got back and front post double crochets 9 times, and then you've got front and back post half doubles 4 times, finishing with an extra front post half double. Okay, you're now going to single crochet in the next 17 stitches. 3, 4, 15, 16 and 17. Okay, and then I've got a lovely little knot in my yarn. There we go. Okay, so this is the repeat that we're going to do 3 times working across the sunburst. So 17 single crochet, and then we're going to front post half double around the next stitch. So not this one, because we've already made a single crochet into there. So front post half double, back post half double, and we need to do that twice. So another front post and another back post, and we're then going to front post double, back post double 3 times. Okay, so front post double, back post double, that's once, front post, back post, that's twice. And back post, that is 3 times. And we're then going to front post double around the next stitch, and then we go back to the half doubles. So it's a back post half double, front post half double. We need to do that twice. So back post half double, front post half double. Okay, so that's our little repeat. 17 single crochets, and then our front and back post section. Okay, so keep checking with the pattern just to make sure that you're getting your front and back posts and half doubles and doubles all the right way round. Okay, you need to repeat that 3 times, and then I will join up with you again as we come over here. We're going to do 17 single crochet in the top of this last sunburst, and I'll join up with you just to take you through the end of the short side. Okay? Okay, so I've done that repeat 3 times, plus I've done the next 17 single crochet there, and then we're going to sort of mirror what we did at the other end. So just zoom a weeny bit. We are going to front post half double, and again we've worked into this stitch, so there's our next stitch, and back post half double. We need to do that twice, so 1 and 2. Sorry, 4 times, not twice, 4 times. 3 and 4. There we go. I was reading the wrong part of the pattern. This is definitely around where you need to keep your wits about you and make sure you're looking at the right part of the pattern. Okay, then we're going to front post half double around the next stitch, which is our last half double. Okay, then after that we come into working around the double crochets, and we're going to back post double, front post double 9 times. Okay, so back post double crochet and then a front post double crochet. That's 1. And that's 2. 3. 5. Sorry, motorbike just went past the house. Mr. J doesn't like motorbikes for some reason. Okay, so you've got the hang of how we're doing this now. Just be aware of how many repeats of the pairs of front and back double crochets you're doing at the beginning of the long side or the short side. Sorry, it's bad half hour time for some reason. Rolling around on the carpet there. Okay, so yes, just keep your eye on how many repeats you're doing, because obviously the long side is slightly less stitches than the short side. And then we finish up with 1 back post double. Okay, then we come into the corner again with a half double, chain 2, half double, and we start all over again on the long side with the back post double. So they will match as you sort of work along. Okay, so carry on along the long side. As I say, it's just the beginning and the end of each side that is slightly different. The repeats around the start sunbursts are the same. So go ahead and work your way all the way round, and then when you come to the standing back post double that we put in to begin with, join there, fasten off and secure your ends, and I will see you for the next round. Okay, round 73, and there's a hint at the beginning of this round that says over the next few rounds the front post stitches are made around back post stitches and vice versa. Okay, you'll soon see the pattern that starts to emerge with it, the texture that it gives. Okay, so we're going to join with a standing back post double around the last stitch of any long side. So that's around the half double crochet that we made into the corner. So back post double there, and then again in the corner we're going to do half double crochet, chain 2 and half double crochet. And these next few rounds basically are the same, so once you get into the swing of it, it's really easy. Sorry, I'm losing everything. That's it. So again, just really sort of follow the pattern and make sure that you're getting the right number of front and back post double crochets and half double crochets, and you'll notice that the number of single crochets starts to decrease in each round. Okay, so we're going to start with a back post double crochet, and that goes around that half double that we made in the corner, and then a front post. So the front post goes around that back post stitch, and we're going to, sorry, got a fly, we're going to do that 10 times. Okay, so back post around the front post and front post around the back post, back post around the front post and front post around the back post. Okay, so you can see the sort of texture that you're starting to get there now. So 10 times, and then you're going to back post half double crochet and front post half double crochet 5 times. Okay, so I'll catch up with you when I've done that. Okay, I've just zoomed right in so that you can see what's happening with the stitches. If you're using very contrasting colours, then you'll see it much more. With this colourway, it's quite subtle because we're using the teal and the French blue, but it gives a really lovely textured effect. Okay, so let me just go, oops, wrong way, sorry, out a bit more, there we go. Okay, so we've done 10 pairs of front and back double, or back and front double, and 5 of half double. Okay, so we finish with a front post half double, and then we're going to single crochet in the next 15 stitches. So again, this is round the post of the stitch, so there's our next stitch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, oops, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. Okay, so we're going to gain 1 stitch here, because as we start the repeat coming through here, again we're going opposite. So we need to front post half double around this stitch so that we can back post half double around that front post stitch. Okay, and we're going to do that twice. So front post half double and back post half double. And do remember to try to get underneath this third loop so that you're going right around the post of the stitch. It keeps everything much tighter and neater as you're working. Okay, so then we're going to front post double and back post double 4 times. So there's 1, and front post and back post, that's 2, front post, back post, that's 3, front post and back post, that's 4. Then we're going to front post double around that next stitch, and then we're going to half double back post, front post, and we do that twice, so back post and front post. Okay, and then we're back to the beginning of this little repeat that we need to do 3 times to take us across each of the sunbursts, and then again at the end you'll have 15 single crochet, and then front post and back post half double 5 times, front post and back post double 10 times. Okay, so I will just catch up with you at the end just before you go into the long side. Okay, but you can see that this is going to start to get shorter, which will pull it flatter, and this is starting to fill in the dips in between the sunbursts. Okay, so I'll see you at the end. Okay, so that's all the way up to the end on the short side, and you're going to finish with a back post double, the same as you started with. As you work the long side, you're going to have 9 pairs of back and front post doubles, and then you're going to have 5 pairs of back and front post half doubles, and the sections around the sunbursts and these sort of little middle sections here are going to be exactly the same as on the short side. So it's just the beginning and the end that are a little bit different. So carry on and work all the way round, and again when you get to that standing back post double crochet that you started with, fasten off and secure your ends, and I'll see you for the next round. Round 74. Again, another round very similar to the last two, and again we're going to be increasing the number of front and back post double crochets and decreasing the number of single crochets. Okay, so we are going to start by joining with a standing back post double crochet around the last stitch of any long side. So that's that half double crochet. Let me just move in a little bit, there we go. And then again in the corner we're going to half double crochet, chain 2 and half double crochet. And again you'll be working front post around back post and back post around front post. Okay, so we're going to start with back post double crochet and then front post double crochet. We're going to do that 14 times. So again the back post goes around that half double, and then the front post will go around the back post. Okay, so go ahead and do that 14 times, and you're then going to back post half double, front post half double twice. Okay, I'll catch up with you at that point. Okay, so back post double, front post double 14 times, and then back post half double, front post half double just twice. Okay, we're then going to single crochet in the next 13 stitches. This is where our repeat starts again. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13. Okay, and then again we've got a front and back post section in here. So we start with front post, back post twice. That's half double crochets. Then we're going to do front and back post double crochet 5 times with 1 extra front post double crochet, and then again the back post and front post half doubles twice. Okay, so I'm just going to whiz along that bit and then I'll rejoin you when I've done that. Okay, so as you can see we're starting to straighten up. The next round will make us even straighter as we fill in here more. Okay, so again just keep your eye on the pattern. You've got the stitch repeat now and you can see the texture and feel the texture as it's forming in here, which is lovely. So just go ahead and remember that you are on each repeat you're doing 13 single, 2 front post back post half double crochets, 5 front post back post double crochets with 1 extra front post double, and then 2 back post front post half doubles, and then repeat again. Corners are half double crochet, chain 2, half double crochet, and then on the short side we've done 14 back post, front post double crochets and 2 back post, front post half doubles, and then you'll reverse that at the other end, and on the long side it's 13 times. Okay, so as I say, just keep following the pattern. You know the stitches now, and I will see you for the next round. Round 75. This is the last round of part 6, and it's an incredibly simple round. It's just all single crochet. Okay, so first of all we're going to chain 1 and single crochet in the same stitch, and then single crochet in the next stitch, and then your corners are single crochet, chain 2, single crochet, and it's then single crochet in the next 175 stitches for the short side, and you've got 203 stitches on the long side. So again, don't forget that very first stitch after the corner, and as you work along you may find it helpful to pop a stitch marker in, say every 20 or 25 stitches, just to help with count, so that you haven't got to go back and recount the whole side. Okay, so just keep going all the way round like that, single crochet in each and every stitch. Okay, and then when you get back round to the beginning here, join to this first single crochet, fasten off, secure your ends, and work away all of your ends, and you will be ready for part 7. Okay, so thanks for crocheting along, and I will see you for part 7.